Hi everyone, welcome to the J&May English podcast. I'm May, and I have a little secret to tell you. This morning, I woke up, looked at my English book, and I thought, no way, not today. I just wanted to stay in my warm bed and do nothing.
Hello everyone, I am Mr. J. Don't worry, May, that feeling is very common. We all feel lazy sometimes. It doesn't mean you're a bad student, it just means you're human.
I feel so guilty though. I feel like if I am lazy, I am failing. Is it actually possible to learn English when you feel like a potato?
It is definitely possible. In fact, today we are going to talk about how to learn English even when you have zero energy. This is a topic many people struggle with, but they're afraid to talk about it.
Oh, I am not afraid. I am the queen of being lazy. Before we get into your secrets, Mr. J, I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the J&May English podcast. We want to help you learn every week, even on your lazy days.
Good reminder, May. Now, let's look at why you feel this way. Most learners fail here because they think English must be hard work. They think they need to study for 2 hours at a desk.
Yes, that is exactly what I think. When I think of English, I think of grammar rules and big, heavy dictionaries. It feels like a giant mountain I have to climb.
Exactly. And when a task feels too big, our brain wants to run away. This is called procrastination. That's a big word, but it just means waiting and not doing your work because it feels too difficult or boring.
Procrastination. I do that a lot. I tell myself I will study at 5 p.m., then 6 p.m., and then suddenly it is tomorrow.
The simple trick for you, May, is to stop studying and start living in English. If you're too lazy to sit at a desk, then don't sit at a desk.
Wait, really? My old teachers would be very angry to hear that. How can I learn without a desk and a chair?
Use your phone. We're all lazy with our phones, right? We sit on the sofa and scroll through social media for hours.
You caught me. I do that every night.
Then change your phone settings to English. It's a tiny step. A tiny step is a very small action that is so easy you can't say no to it.
So if my phone says settings and messages in English, I'm learning?
Yes, you aren't studying, but your brain is seeing English words every single minute. This is how you beat laziness. You make the English come to you.
I like that. It feels like I'm tricking my brain. But what if I see a word I don't know? If I'm feeling lazy, I don't want to open a dictionary.
That's okay. You don't need to know every word. In the beginning, you just need exposure. That means being around the language so your ears and eyes get used to it.
Exposure, like standing in the rain.
Exactly. Just let the English rain fall on you. You don't have to fight it. You don't even have to understand all of it yet.
That sounds much better than a heavy textbook. I can definitely handle some English rain while I'm lying on my sofa.
But there is a secret to making this lazy method actually work. Most people do it the wrong way and they learn nothing.
Oh no, there's a wrong way to be lazy? Please tell me how to do it right, Mr. J. I didn't know there was a right way to be lazy. Tell me the secret before I get too tired to listen.
The secret is to avoid passive listening. Many people turn on an English movie and then fall asleep or start cleaning their house. They think the English will just enter their brain by magic, but this part is vital. Your brain needs to be a little bit active, even when you are relaxing.
Oh, I see. So I can't just let the English play while I'm dreaming about pizza.
Not exactly. If you want to be lazy but successful, you should use low-energy input. For example, watch a YouTube video about something you already love. Do you like cooking, May?
I love cooking, especially making pasta.
Then watch a short cooking video in English. Because you already know how to cook pasta, you will understand the actions. When the chef says, boil the water, you see them boiling water. You learn the word without looking at a dictionary.
That makes sense. It's like a puzzle where I already have half the pieces. But what if they speak too fast? Sometimes native speakers sound like they are running a race.
Here's a simple trick for you. On YouTube, you can change the playback speed. You can make the video slower. Set it to 0.75 speed. It sounds a little funny, but it gives your brain time to catch the words.
That is a great tip. I never thought of slowing down the world. It feels like a cheat code for a video game.
It is. And you should also turn on the subtitles. Subtitles are the words that appear at the bottom of the screen.
But wait, should I use subtitles in my own language or in English?
For a beginner, start with your own language if you feel very lazy. But once you feel a little more awake, switch them to English. This is called dual coding. You are hearing the word and seeing the word at the same time.
Dual coding? That sounds very professional for a lazy person.
It is a very powerful way to learn. But remember, don't try to watch a whole 2-hour movie. That is too much for a lazy day. Just watch 5 minutes.
Only 5 minutes? I can do that. That's shorter than a commercial break on TV.
Exactly. This is the 5-minute rule. Most learners fail here because they try to do too much. If you tell yourself, I will study for 5 minutes, it is very easy to start. And usually, once you start, you might even do 10 or 15 minutes because you are having fun.
You're right. Starting is the hardest part. Once I'm on the sofa with my phone, 5 minutes feels like nothing.
But there is one thing you must never do on a lazy day, or you will lose all your progress.
Oh no, a must never? Now I'm nervous. What is it?
You must never wait for the perfect moment to study. Many learners think, I will wait until I am not tired, or I will wait until I have a desk and a quiet room. This is a trap.
I fall into that trap every single day. I tell myself I need a cup of coffee, a clean table, and the perfect playlist before I can even open a book.
That is called perfectionism. It means you want everything to be 100% perfect. But when you're lazy, perfectionism is your enemy. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will never start.
So what should I do instead? Just study while my house is a mess and I'm wearing my pajamas?
Exactly. Bad English is better than no English. If you only learn one new word today while you are washing your face, that is a victory. This part is vital. Consistency is more important than intensity.
Consistency. That means doing something every day, right? Like a chain that never breaks?
Precisely. Even a tiny link in the chain keeps the chain together. If you are too lazy for a lesson, just listen to one English song. That keeps your brain in English mode.
I can do that. I can definitely listen to a song while I'm lying on the floor feeling like a potato.
Then you are still a learner. Let's look back at what we talked about today, because we covered a lot of great tricks for lazy days.
We sure did. First, we talked about procrastination, which is when we keep putting things off because they feel too hard.
And we learned about exposure, just letting the English rain on you by changing your phone settings or having the language around you.
Then you told me about low energy input. I love that one. Watching cooking videos or things I already like, so I don't have to work so hard to understand.
And don't forget the playback speed and subtitles, slowing down the video to 0.75 and reading the words while you hear them.
And the 5-minute rule. Just 5 minutes. Anyone can do 5 minutes, even me on my laziest Monday.
You've got it, May. If you follow these small steps, you will find that you aren't actually lazy, you are just overwhelmed.
I feel much better now. I don't feel guilty about resting anymore. Before we go, I have a question for all our listeners. What is one tiny step you can take today to learn English? Maybe it's changing your phone language or watching a short video? Let us know in the comments.
We really want to hear from you. Remember, every small step counts. Happy learning, everyone!
See you next time!